Namaste. I am Anita Goa and welcome to practice number 8 of Beginner 8, which is my beginner yoga series teaching you Vinyasa yoga, or my interpretation of it, Goa Flow. Today I offer you the last video of the series, and I feel confident that I've left you off with a very strong, solid beginner yogi foundation, as well as leaving you officially a Goa Flow-er. Congratulations, congratulations. But I'm not going to leave you hanging here. Like they say, the end is only the beginning. And if you don't feel completely confident to venture out to my over 250 creative Goa flows, which are more of an intermediate level, I'm going to start a beginner plus series, and that will be a little bit more of an advanced beginner, where I will take what you've learned here in Beginner 8, I will mix it and jumble it up in all different creative flows, which is really my specialty and which is really Goa Flow. And then that will lead you into an intermediate level. So I hope you're excited about that and you will follow me through with that as well. Make sure that you've subscribed so that you're notified when it begins, depending on when you find this video, but it will be all linked in the beginner folder. And like the video, share with me in the comment box below how this has been feeling on your body. I want to hear from you. And today we're going to open up the hips. The video is a little longer than the other ones, but I am confident now that you are strong, able to handle it with a little longer attention span as well. So do it on a Saturday or a Sunday when you have a little bit more time. Enjoy. I will see you on the mat. We'll come into a comfortable seat, so feel free again to sit on something if you feel that that's good for you. You should know that by now, what feels right when you're in your Sukhasana or your easy seat. So right leg in front of the left, chest lifted, roll your shoulders back. Feel free to take your thumbs into your armpits, draw the elbows in. So your head is over your shoulders and your shoulders are over your pelvis. Then close your eyes and work your palms together and close your mouth. Soften your eyes as you keep your eyes closed. And soften your lips as you keep your mouth closed. And then draw your attention into your breath. So fully inhale. Draw the breath in through the back of the throat. Slightly contract your throat muscles and feel your rib cage expanding. And then exhale it out. And feel your rib cage go back to normal. Becoming quite familiar now with the Ujjayi breathing or the Vinyasa yoga breath. And start to really pay attention from now on the length of your in-breath and the length of your out-breath. Notice which one might be longer or shorter than the other. And now in the subsequent videos to come in the Beginner Plus, we will be focusing more on working towards an equal length of your breath. Because as the breath deepens and steadies, so does our mind. So when we have equal length of our breath, we have more of a balanced mind, a calm mind. Those brain waves fluctuate less. And that is the ultimate goal of yoga. Yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. So as our mind calms down, our body calms down, our nervous system calms down. Our muscles relax and soften, and then we're able to open up further and really open up into our infinite potential, expanding into victory. And this whole process of opening up our hips is a major one in that department. It's said that the hips are reservoirs for emotions past. Oftentimes we store all of our emotions in our hips. So this is the beginning of really opening them up and releasing any tensions, any tightnesses, any locked up energy that no longer needs to be there, so that you find your movements to be more fluid and supportive and connected. It's all a process, and you have started the process in a huge way. So draw your chin into your chest and bow down into the highest within you. Feel free to set an intention for your practice. Just try to stay open to what might happen today. And if you've been doing this video for a few times, it might be different than what happened last time. So try not to be caught up in what it needs to be. Just allow it to be exactly what it is. Good, and then lift your chin and open your eyes. Great. Let's come forward onto a tabletop position. So set yourself up so that your arms are shoulder distance apart and your legs are hip distance apart. Press your tops of your feet and your shins into the floor. And then exhale, round it into a cat stretch. Drop your head, shake it loose, just warming up the spine a little bit. And then inhale, arch it into a cow, curl the toes under. Do that again. Exhale, round it into a cat. Inhale, arch it to a cow. It's all connected, so though we're going to work into our hips and open them up, we look at the body as a whole and we connect it all together as a unit. Exhale, round. And then inhale, come back into a neutral spine. Press with the tops of your feet and lift your shins to draw the knees a little bit closer together so that you have about one fist width in between your knees. And extend your left leg out. Keep your leg hip height. Flex the foot. Feel the extension from your left heel to the crown of the head. Then point the foot and then exhale, round. Draw the knee to the nose. You're used to that now. And then inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. So this strengthens the abdominals, connects the breath with the movement. It stretches the left side of the spine, and it strengthens your left buttocks. So keeping the buttocks muscles strong, but also flexible, is a huge part of finding openness in the hips. Now keep the left foot flexed, and we're going to draw the knee to the navel, open, and make a circular movement with the leg so that you're moving around your hip joint. Okay, so knee to the navel, open to the side, then make a little turn and then draw it in. So it's kind of like a circle or like a P. Do one more. Good, and then going reverse. Lift it up, open, and go around. Right, so we're really getting into the hip joint there. Strengthening, but also there's some stretching happening here as well. Good, just try to keep the shoulders facing the floor and just look down as much as possible. Great, then extend the leg out, curl the toes under to the floor, and then extend the right leg out. Hold it in plank pose, shoulders over the wrists, and then exhale, draw the knee to the navel. And then inhale, keep the right heel off and reach the left leg to the ceiling for what we call the three-legged dog. Flex the foot and peek behind you and see that your toes point down so your hips are leveled. And then exhale, draw the knee to the navel. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Exhale again, knee to the navel. And inhale back to three-legged dog. So it's easier to find a three-legged dog when the heel is off the ground, so it helps you to get a little bit more leverage into your hips. And then exhale, draw the knee to the navel and softly step the left foot forward. Place your hands onto blocks or stay on your fingertips. So come up as high as you need to. Feel the extension from the right heel all the way to the crown of the head. Keep your front toes lifted, left knee lined over the ankle. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Good. Then bend the back knee and gradually come all the way up. Straighten out both of your legs. Find length through both sides of your waist. And then bend both knees and then gently touch the right knee to the floor. Inhale, come up. And exhale, gently lower it down. One more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, lower it down. Good. Lower the hands back to the floor or onto the blocks. Press through the palms, round like you've done in previous videos. Lift that left leg and step it back to plank pose. And then slowly lower the knees into the floor so you have about a fist width between them again. Place your hands onto the floor, shoulder distance apart. And then exhale, draw the right knee to the nose. And inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. And now if you've been doing this series, you might notice a change through the flexibility of the right and left side of your spine. And maybe now the nose and the knee is touching a little bit further together. Now the circles, draw the knee to the navel, open, make that circle there, soles of the foot points up, and then you go in. So it's a little bit of a curve, it's circular, but you're forming a little P, if that makes sense. Yeah, having a little hard time explaining that today. Good. Just start to feel that the heat is building up in your body. And now reverse, going the other direction. Try to soften the shoulders, soften your face. Breathe with it. Finding your range of motion. Good. And then last one. Extend the leg out behind you. Keep the foot flexed. Curl the toes under to the floor. Extend the left leg. Hold. Now draw the right knee into the navel. Exhale. And then inhale back to three-legged dog. Keep the left heel off the floor. Peek behind you. See that your right toes point down so your hips are leveled. And then exhale. Knee to the navel. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Exhale. Round the spine. Inhale, three-legged dog. Then exhale again, knee to the navel, round it in, and softly step the left foot forward. Come onto the fingertips, or place your hands on blocks. So knee to the navel and three-legged dog is a major Vinyasa move I do in a lot of my videos. Press back into the left heel, draw up through the left quad, keep the front toes lifted, line that right knee over the ankle, roll the shoulders open. Just very gradually opening up here. Bend the back knee and then inhale, come all the way up. Straighten out the legs, reach the arms up, feel the length through both sides of your waist. And then exhale, bend, lightly lower the knee to the floor. Do that again. Inhale, press. And exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. Great. Lower the hands to the floor or onto the blocks. Lift the left knee. Take a little dip down and step the left foot forward. Feet together. Inhale, halfway pose. Toes lifted, root into the four corners of your feet. And then exhale, fold over your thighs. Shake out your head. Inhale again, halfway pose, lift and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, softly fold. Keep the knees bent so you feel that stretch into the hamstrings very gently, maybe into the calves, into the lower back, outer upper hips. Inhale, halfway. One more. And exhale, fold it over. Inhale, we rise all the way to the top. Just sweep the arms to the side and up. Gaze at your thumbs. And exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Good, keeping the toes lifted, we inhale, sit back into a fierce pose. Sweep the arms to the side and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back to fierce pose. And exhale, stand tall. 2 more times. Inhale, fierce pose, sit back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, back to fierce pose. And exhale, stand tall. 1 more time. Inhale, fierce. And you might notice as your hamstrings lengthen, you can straighten out the legs a little bit more. Inhale, back to fierce. And exhale, namaste. Good. We're going to bend again. Inhale to fierce pose. I'm just going to turn to face you. Then we exhale, open the arms to the side for eagle pose. Shift the weight into the left foot as you lift the right heel off. Lift up, it's a little bit like a Karate Kid. And then cross the right knee on top of the left. Point the right foot, and if you can, hook the right big toe to the inside of the left ankle, go for it. But if not, just hang out there. Cross the left elbow on top of the right. Lift your elbows and drop your shoulders down. Now you can hang out here, or you can exhale as you draw the navel in, draw the heart forward, hinge it forward. So this opens up and stretches the outer upper hips a lot, and it releases tension into your back. And it obviously also opens up your shoulders. It works on some balance. Good. Then inhale, fly out of it because you're an eagle. Flying high to the sky. Interlace the fingers around the right knee and draw the right knee into your chest. Good. And release it back down. Ah, how beautiful to be an eagle, right? And just get that vision. See everything. My next lifetime, I want to be an eagle. Bend the knees, inhale. What do you want to be? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear about it. Open the arms out to the side. Lift your left heel, shift the weight into the right leg, and lift the left leg like Karate Kid. Cross the knee on top. Double hook if you can. Cross the right elbow on top of the left. Lift your elbows and drop the shoulders down. Yeah, hold it there, draw the navel in, and if you can, exhale and hinge it forward, go for it. And breathe in fully, exhale completely. Breathe in fully, exhale completely. Then inhale, fly out of it like an eagle. Interlace the fingers around that left knee and draw the knee in. Beautiful. And release the leg down. Palms together in front of the heart. Close your eyes. And just notice how you feel so far. Toes lifted, rooting into the feet. Feel the legs supporting you. Abs are active. Chest is opened. Shoulders are rolled back. You're fully aligned. Good. And come back to the front of the mat if you moved. Hook the right thumb on top of the left. Inhale, lengthen, arch back. And then exhale, softly fold over your thighs. Good. Inhale, step the right foot back, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, lower the hands to the floor or place your palms onto the blocks. Lift the right knee and lift the left leg. Inhale to three-legged down dog. Good. Then exhale, draw the knee to the navel and softly step that left foot forward. And then inhale, come all the way up into crescent lunge. Straighten out that left leg. Good. And then exhale, bend the knee, palms together, and twist it to the left. Keep your left knee lined over the ankle. Roll the shoulders open. So we're twisting here a little bit, which is very important to keep the spinal muscles flexible and strong, and the more open and expansive and lengthened your torso is, your upper body, the more freedom that will create into your hips. That's my philosophy. And then inhale, reverse, lift and straighten out the left leg. As you draw in and expand out, pivot the right heel in, bend the left knee and open to a warrior two. Line your torso right in between the bent and the extended leg. Keep your toes lifted. Good, and inhale, straighten out the left leg. And exhale it into triangle pose. Pin the shoulder blades together. You can look down to the side or up. Good, so it stretches the outer upper right hip into the waist, stretches the left hamstring, maybe into your inner thighs, deep into your groin. So just be flexible with your gaze and just feel it. Feel free to reach the right arm over the right ear. Breathe in fully. Exhale it completely. Good, then bend the left knee, lower into a low lunge. Ground that right palm to the block or the floor and reach the left arm to the ceiling. Gently twist it open. Full breath in, full breath out. Good. Lower the left hand to the floor or onto the blocks. Press through the palms and step it back into plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, fully here. And then inhale to upward facing dog. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders open. Find that length and openness through your abs, your chest, your shoulders, your hips, the fronts of your thighs. And then exhale it to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Then draw the right knee into the navel, softly step that right foot forward. Left foot forward. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, hook the right thumb on top of the left, lengthen, arch back. And exhale, Namaste. Let's do that on the other side. Hook the left thumb on top of the right, lift and lengthen, arch back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the left foot back, lower the knee into the floor, Anjana Asana. And then exhale, lower the hands to the floor, ground the palms around the spine, lift the knee, lift the right foot. Inhale to three-legged down dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the navel, step it forward. And then inhale it up into a crescent lunge. Straighten out both legs. And then exhale, bend the knee, draw the hands to the heart, and twist it to the right. Line that right knee over the ankle and the second toe. Roll the shoulders open. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Beautiful. Then inhale, come back up, straighten out both legs, draw in as you expand out. And then exhale, pivot that left heel in, bend the knee, open sideways for warrior two. Toes lifted, center right in between the bent and the extended leg. Inhale, straighten the right leg. And then exhale it into triangle pose. Look down, look to the side, or look up. Drop the shoulders down and notice how it feels in the stretch into the left side of your spine, left hip, into the right hamstring, calf, inner thigh. Open. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Good, and bend the right knee. Ground the left palm to the floor of the block, pivot the left heel off. Reach the right arm to the ceiling, twist it open. Drop out of the shoulders. Good, lower the right palm to the floor. Press with the palms, lift that right foot, step it back to plank pose, inhale. Fully exhale here. And then again, inhale to upward facing dog. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders open. Forming that beautiful bridge where the front hips are open, abs, shoulders, chest. And then exhale it to downward facing dog. Ooh, yeah. Flutter your lips, give yourself a little sigh. Exhale and inhale. Beautiful. Then draw the left knee to the navel, step it forward. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, half. And exhale, fold. Hook the left thumb on top of the right, lengthen, arch back. And exhale, namaste. Good, just rest the arms at the side of your body and notice how you feel. So we're going to go deeper into the hips and into the thighs, just opening up our legs. Open your eyes. And we step the left foot back into a low lunge from here. Lower the left knee into the floor, point the foot, and come into an Anjana Asana. You might need a pillow or a blanket to place underneath the left knee. If that is the case, place it there. And keep your hands on your right thigh. If this pose is too challenging for your knee for any reason, feel free to do this modification lying on your side. Okay? Rest the right forearm to the thigh. You can keep your index finger and your thumbs together, palms facing up. And then try to bend your left leg and draw the left heel towards your buttocks. And if it's hard to grab a hold of your left foot, take a strap around your ankle or your foot and use that to help you along, right? You just want to feel the stretch into the left front of your thigh, your quadricep, and also into the hip flexor. Make sure that the chest stays lifted, so you have that nice openness now in your torso so that you can fully breathe in and fully breathe out. So you see that there is some sense in the madness. Everything that I'm throwing at you, there is a purpose behind. And slowly, when you're ready to release out of it very gradually. Okay? Come back into the low lunge. Take a little dip down, step the left foot forward. And then step the right foot back. Lower the right knee to the floor. Point the right foot. Come up into that Anjana Asana. Send your hips forward. And notice how it feels on this side. So maybe on this side you're much tighter than on the other side. So if that is the case, you have to adjust yourself. So give the knee padding if it needs it. And use a strap if you need a strap. Take the left forearm to the thigh, index finger and thumbs together, palms facing up. And then draw the right heel towards your buttocks. Keep the chest lifted, roll the shoulders open. So you shouldn't feel any discomfort in your lower back, anywhere along your spine. That's why you have to keep using your abs and then find the length of your spine. You might feel this incredibly intense into the quadricep. So feel free to scream and shout. I always say that in class. Scream and shout, let it all out. Good, breathe it. Letting go, maybe emotions past. Don't hold on to it. Good, and then gradually release. Lower the leg down. Always is worth it. Come back to the low lunge. Take a little dip down and step the left foot forward. Good. Inhale to halfway pose and separate the feet to about shoulder distance or hip distance apart. Come onto your fingertips or place your hands on the blocks. And very gradually, with your toes lifted, you lower down into a low Indian squat. See if you can keep your heels on the ground. If you can support yourself against a sturdy chair or piece of furniture or a door, do so, right? And this is a wonderful way of opening up your hips. You can work your palms together if you find there. If you need some support behind your heels, place a blanket, a rolled up towel behind your heels. Okay? Now if you can sit in this low Indian squat as often as possible, it will really open up your back, your hips, your knees, your ankles, everything. It's great for digestion as well. So any opportunity you have, try to low Indian squat. My son does it all the time. All the time. And I will continue to encourage him to do it. He even sits like this in school. We just recently learned on his chair. And I was pleasantly surprised that his teacher didn't tell him to change it up. Because the moment we can't do this pose, that's the moment we get really stiff and tight in our hips and in our joints. But it's a very gradual process, so don't force yourself, just allow it to happen, right? And then slowly release and lower down to the floor. Ah, good. Extend your legs out, shake them out a little bit. And now we're going to lie down onto the floor, and we're going to do 3 reclined poses. And you will probably need your strap. I'm going to turn to face in the other direction. And we're going to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae with the legs bent very gradually. Make sure that your spine feels long and supported against the floor. Hips are anchored. Keep the left leg bent. And then extend the right leg. And hold the arms as close towards the foot as you can so that your arms are extended. Roll the shoulders back so both of your shoulder blades are grounded. And feeling the stretch into the calf as your toes draw towards your shin, as well as into the hamstring, the muscle in the back of your thigh. So try to feel that both of your hip bones are anchored here. A lot of abdominal engagement is involved. And just roll the shoulders open. Full breath in and full breath out. If you feel fine in this position and you feel that it doesn't disrupt the pose by extending the left leg, feel free to do so. Full breath in, full breath out. Now if you can, take a hold of the right big toe, by all means feel free to do so. But just make sure that the shoulder is not completely off and your head is off. All right, so just let the muscles open up as they do. Patience, patience, patience. Good. Then hold on to the strap with your right hand. Place your left hand onto the left hip. Anchor the left hip down and start to gradually open up the right leg to the side, just as far as it can. You can take a block and place it underneath your foot to support it, or you can even place your foot on a chair if you want to support it there. So just feel the stretch into the right inner thigh here, making sure that your hip bones are anchored and leveled. So you don't want to be lifting that left hip and leaning over to the right side for the sake of lowering the leg a little bit further down. It's not worth it. So breathe in fully, exhale it completely. Breathe in fully, and exhale it completely. Good, and lift the leg back up. Now bend the left leg in and roll over onto your left hip. And so you're stacking your hips on top of each other. Take your right thumb and draw the right hip away so you feel that length all the way into the right side of your spine and the outer upper hip. Okay? So you hold the strap with your left hand. Then you lift the left shoulder blade up and drop the right shoulder blade down and open the arm to the side. Now it's fine that your left leg and your bottom leg is bent, but if you can, straighten the leg out and feel extension from the left heel all the way through the body to the crown of the head. If you can feel that and find that and you're okay there and you can fully breathe, by all means go for it. Okay, full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. This one is called extended hand to big toe pose, A, B, and C. Good. Then bend the leg and gradually rewind yourself. I like to put my foot down and then readjust and come up. Excellent. Let's do the second leg. Keep the right leg bent. Left leg extends. Keep the hip bones anchored. Straighten the leg out and just use your straps. If your arms are further away, that's fine. If it's on an angle, that's fine. But just try to extend the arms as much as possible. But keep the shoulders down. So in that position, you don't have to use so much effort. If you're here and you're holding on for dear life, you have to use a lot of effort. So hold it, and if you can extend the right leg without disrupting the hips or the hamstring, then by all means go for it. And if you can take a hold of the big toe, you can also do so. Full breath in, full breath out. And it might be a different story on this hamstring, just like in the quad, right? Each side of the body tells a different story, and that's the fun investigation that we go through in our practice, right? This is part of getting to know ourselves better. Where do we store our tension? How do we move, and how are we using our body? Then hold on to the strap. Anchor down that right hip and open the leg out to the side just as much as you can. Maybe I threw myself a little bit out of alignment there because of the radiator, but just do as much as you can and place a block underneath your foot or a stool or a chair. Just feel the stretch into the left inner thigh. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, and gradually use your abdominals to come up. Bend the bottom leg and turn over onto your right hip, stacking the hips on top of each other. Hold the strap with the right hand. Take your left thumb and draw the hip away. Lift the right shoulder blade to drop the left shoulder blade down. Hold it there, and you feel that stretch into the whole entire left side of your waist, outer upper hip, to the outside of your leg. And then if you can, support it without throwing everything off. You can straighten out the right leg. So we do this pose also standing. So starting off by doing it lying down is great to really work on your flexibility. And then you'll know what you'll be able to do standing. And that, of course, requires a bit more balance. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Great. And bend the leg, release the strap, ground the foot to the floor, and then use the leg to adjust the pelvis. Beautiful. And draw your knees into your chest. Lift your head. Kiss your knees. Give yourself a good stretch. And cup your hands around the knees. Draw the knees away. Lift your head up. And gradually roll it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. That should hopefully feel a little bit easier now. Then extend the legs out in front of you. Sit to the tips of the sitting bones. So here the legs can be bent or straight, feet flexed. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, descend forward. Either take a hold of the outsides of the feet, rest the hands next to the feet, or use your strap. And then exhale, use your breath to soften and release. Inhale fully, we open. And exhale completely, we lengthen and we fold. And feel free to wiggle a little bit side to side. So it feels like you're lifting your rib cage a bit out of the hips, creating a little bit more space there, softening and lengthening the hamstrings further. Good, and then gradually start to come up. Roll yourself down to the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae. Adjust yourself. Separate the feet. Flip the feet open to the side. Separate the arms. Turn your palms to face up. Just let your belly expand on the inhale. And let it go back to normal on the exhale. Just feel the blood flowing and the prana, the life force circulating around your hips, into your legs, into your torso. And just allow all of this work that you did in this practice to come together. Will be a part of the journey of continuing to open up the hips. Get deeper into the muscles. Step by step, breath by breath. Just using your breath to release the tensions, the tightnesses, whatever they might be. Try not to attach yourself to them, just allow them to be whatever they are. And just breathe against it. And then over time, it will all start to come together in the way that it needs to, or wants to, or has to. Just talk compassionately towards your muscles and these areas of your body that might feel tight. Just remember, nothing grows and opens through hate. Just talk lovingly to them, and they will respond in a very positive way. Then slowly work your legs together and draw your non-dominant leg in first, the leg you wouldn't naturally draw in, and then your dominant leg in second. Roll over onto your right side. Push yourself up to a seated position. Cross your legs back into easy seat. Try to sit on the floor and notice how your hips feel after this practice. Notice how your breath feels, how your torso feels. And if you need to sit on a block or blanket, feel free to do so. Just always check back to how you feel at the end compared to in the beginning. Noticing those gradual changes that happen over time. I hope that this was helpful. Namaste. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in this Beginner 8 series. I hope that it's been helpful. So let me know in the comment box below how it feels, how it's been going, and if you're excited about the Beginner Plus, share with me, and I will see you in the next video. Give it a thumbs up and make sure that you've subscribed so I can continue to offer free stuff like this. I will see you. Bye. All the best. You are a Goa Flow-er. You are a Goa Flow-er, and I'm grateful to have you here. Mwah.